Welcome back to Wisconsinite. Got a real fun thing to talk about now. 24-hour bike race starts tomorrow night, 7 p.m.
And it runs through Riverwest, and if you have never seen it, you've got to check it out.
Joining us tonight is Riverwest 24 co-founder Chris Fons. Chris, thanks a lot for coming in tonight.
Thanks for having me,
Chris.
This thing has gotten bigger and better every year. This is I think the sixth year.
The 6th year, yep.
Where'd you come up with the idea, and what's it all about?
When I was a kid, my parents were big bike riders, and my dad used to take his bike to work in Hoboken, New Jersey, about 30 miles. So he was a real biker. My mom too. And he did a 24-hour bike ride in Central Park. But the big thing, I think, was we did the 5-borough ride in New York, and our whole family did it. And there were so many people along the road cheering you on as you went through the neighborhoods. And I thought about that for a long time. And I went to things like the Burning Man. They have a slogan, "No spectators." So after a co-teacher, I teach at Riverside High School, and another teacher, Jeremy Prock, and his friend Paul Kalin came back from the Baja 1000, which is a crazy race out in Mexico. They were like, "Let's do this."
Yeah, for sure.
We had talked about it.
24 hours, though, is a long time to ride. Do they do like relays, or does one person go 24/7?
So there's different categories. There's solo, male, female.
Yeah.
There's 2 to 6 riders on one bike.
On one bike?
Call that A category.
Really?
Yep. Some guys
not at the same time. They alternate. Okay, fool me for a minute.
I was thinking that. I thought the same thing.
They switch.
Sorry about that, Chris.
No, it's okay. And then there's 2 to 6 riders on their separate bikes.
Yeah,
Each
cool.
has their own bike. And then tandem classification.
Cool. Have you had any crashes or anything unusual happen?
Well,
during
what we do is when the first time we had the meeting for the ride, we said, "Is it going to be a race?" And Scott Johnson, the local fuel cafe owner, he said, "If you have a start line and a finish line, somebody's going to race.
It's a race.
It's going to be a race."
No doubt about it.
So what we did is we created bonus stops. So you cannot win the race if you don't go to the bonus stop. So every 2 hours there's some sort of bonus stop. So we've had recovering racists teaching people how to break dance. We had a psychologist.
Recovering racist?
He was a skinhead, and this was kind of his therapy. We go to Escuela Fraternity and teach Spanish for 2 minutes. We have haikus by the river keepers down on the river. So
just to make it fun.
It's fun, and at the same time trying to create some sort of get people to understand what's going on in the neighborhood.
To think, there's a little bit of a social awareness now.
There is.
Can people sign up still sign up? You said you had about 1,000 people already.
It's become so popular that we've cut the number, and it's 1,000 riders now. And on May 1st, we have the registration, and it's sold out in about an hour.
Well, that's a tribute to the popularity and fun. And if you haven't checked it out, you can't add to the race now, but you can go check it out because there's always people lining Humboldt and the other streets.
And applause everybody.
If you volunteer, you're automatically in next year.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Oh, that's a good one. Well, Chris Fons, co-founder of Riverwest 24, we appreciate you being with us this evening.
Thanks.
Good luck.
And they've got the route information, all the details on their website. We put a link on our website, tmj4.com/Wisconsin Tonight. Check it out.